my prescription is, because yes, it's overwhelming, I think, for patients, especially now. There's so many trends, so many fads. It's actually gotten incredibly confusing to the consumer, to patients. Overwhelming, and really, again, shame on us, because clinically we're really not helping either. Big pharmaceuticals, nutraceuticals, supplement companies, food places, organic, non-GMO, etc., gluten-free, whatever, and which diet as far as protein focused, not having carbs, fat focused, etc. It's become incredibly overwhelming, and it leads to confusion. And again, look around you, and therefore no one really still is getting healthier. We're really not having any statistical significantly impact on what we refer to in medicine as our morbidity and our mortality. Not medications, not diet plans, nothing. Nothing is doing anything statistically for us to age longer with better disease-free longevity, and for us to age with better quality of life. So I prefer to just simplify it with the terminology of what we like to preach, which is whole food, plant-based living. So whole food meaning basically to avoid all the processed crap that we're inundated with, especially in Western civilization, but Eastern civilizations now too somewhat. And plant-based meaning everything directly plant-based that comes from Mother Earth, basically. And I then kind of tweak it or dummy it down with an 80-20 rule. Again, the way that I have chosen to practice, at least, and I think if someone could do it 100% of the time, that's incredible, bravo, great for them. But at least if I can make an impact, and that's why I like to try to keep it real. And so 80-20, could you in fact not eat meat-based products 5 days a week, but maybe 2 days a week? Could you in fact not have dairy every single day, but maybe once a week? Could you in fact choose to not just have a small portion on your plate that's plant-based, but maybe double that serving? Or maybe even integrate juicing or blending fruit plant-based smoothies and juices into your life, so that you can kind of almost whore off of our vegetable friends to get that phyto-based energy more by compacting it into the form of a juice or a blended drink every day that we're making ourselves and enjoying it and benefiting from it, not buying it off the shelf per se. Because there's also something that comes into whole food, plant-based living and learning about how it's a smarter way, it's a healthier way. It's a way to potentially take your own control again and not depend on the outside medical world as far as making an impact for better longevity, disease-free longevity, better quality of life, better function in many areas of your life, including sexually speaking, and that's something that you have complete control over. And that's a beautiful thing, to be able to partner with people, at least just to make some impact on that. The way that we're currently living in an animal-based society is not only completely inflammatory to our bodies and not life-giving to any of our organs, especially our intimate organs, which we all care about too, right, in a good relationship, but it's not sustainable for the environment as we're functioning today. So there's multiple areas that it at least is benefit to patients to at least look into. Be open, be pliable. Maybe you were raised a certain way as far as your nutrition and your exercise, but how is that working for you? Maybe that's why your genetics are the way they are. Well, guess what? Maybe you can actually change your genetics. And I would definitely implore, and I do every day, at least just to open up the thought process, to incorporate these building blocks as a foundation for a healthier lifestyle, healthier organs, healthier responsiveness mentally and emotionally in our lives, because it's very obvious when you see the difference of how you feel after eating a clean meal versus a heavy meal. You can sense the difference even of yourself. Well, that same thing is happening internally on every cell of your body. So as that builds upon itself year after year, clearly you're going to be eventually symptomatically hormonally deficient. You're going to be in an inflammatory state. You're going to have chronic disease. Your sex life is going to suck. Your mentality is going to suck. Your energy is going to suck. Those things are inevitable. So stop feeding into that and at least entertain the options of whole food, plant-based living, again, as one component really, but a strong foundational component to how your body responds to all the other wonderful things that you're trying to do as part of a wellness plan for yourself. And plant-based power, it's cool.